Banana Flana Flammarian Films.
The Christmas Tree, an old Tannenbaum.
This is the best animation in this whole thing.
Wait, Mackie Becker was Sarah, Jeff, and Helen?
No. Produced by Flammarion Farah, Ronaldo Alamedia, and 300 pounds of cocaine.
Broberg is the douchiest town in the world.
Nils Christensen, the world's most talented box turtle.
Her middle name is Flamingo Fandango.
Yes, there are many, many stories about this special holiday named Christmas.
You should probably look for another
If you
one.
look at this book alone, you will find lots of them. Oh, yes.
Wait a minute,
Here
that's
we
the
are.
Microsoft Publisher
This is
book of
today's
Christmas story
It's a
templates. I know
delightful
that.
Christmas story. Everything happened somewhere far, far in the north in a small little town.
I told you already,
Our
Fargo's
story
not a
takes
Christmas
place in an
story.
orphanage with some children and a pine tree.
And a magical
The
man
orphaned
named
children
Charles
were under the
Manson.
control of the evil rules of a lady named Mrs. Mavilda. The little ones were always forced to do heavy work by the wicked woman.
I guess Billy didn't do a good job sweeping.
The children never had toys, new clothes, or anything. But they had a friend. The pine tree they named Mrs. Hopewell. Yes, Hopewell, because the kids believed that the tree was magical. It somehow was going to bring them a mom and a dad to adopt and take them away from the unbearable Mrs. Mavilda. Mrs. Mavilda was a very tricky person. She didn't really take good care of the children,
You
but
getting
she
all
made
this?
people think she did. For example, she had a pretty dress with bows and lace and a new pair of pants and a sweater to put on whichever child she was going to show off to the mayor. This way, every time the mayor came by, he always thought that Mrs. Mavilda was taking good care of her children. But after he left a donation collected by the townspeople for the orphanage, Mrs. Mavilda would immediately take off the child's clothes and put them away in a closet for the mayor's next visit. Poor children.
For a tell don't
Once
show
more,
style, they picked
victims
weird
of her
stuff
new
to show.
selfish trick. She used all that donated money in an irresponsible way. She would have her nasty friends over and gamble all night long.
Janet
while
Jackson,
laughing,
Hillary
drinking,
Clinton,
and
all her
playing
nasty
cards.
friends.
There goes the children's bread for the week, so said Mrs. Mavilda, laughing with her friends every time she played a hand.
It was monotonous, but nothing spends like
Many
orphans'
times,
money.
Children went to bed without food for one reason or another. For example, if she caught them sneaking in the street dog, whom the children named Licorice.
Ugh, she's a witch. She warped outside.
He was a fine dog, but he was as abandoned as the children were.
Mrs. Mavilda even passed him off into the dress one time, and the mayor was none the wiser.
The hungry children called him Licorice because he often was covered in aniseed.
Mrs. Mavilda had animatronic happy children in the window.
Well, let's begin our story now.
I bet you can already see where this is
When a
going.
couple arrives in town seeking a better life.
We're gonna go
People
live
in town
amongst the
recommended
English
they go
now.
to the city mayor for help. The mayor told the good man that he would offer him a job at the lumber mill, but for a period of time, he would have to live in the boarding house without his family.
The mayor's power
The
and wisdom
mayor
were
also
absolute,
said
and only he
would
knew the
arrange for
Wi-Fi
man's wife
password.
and children to stay at the orphanage, where they could get room and board. She could become Mrs. Mavilda's assistant.
She was given a gun and a bottle of wild turkey.
Oh, you.
We come from the mayor's.
I know. The mayor just called.
I'd better go now. Take good care of yourself and the children, Judy. I will be back before Christmas.
Don't worry, Ray. We're going to do just fine.
Meet the
You take care of
Benzos.
yourself, too.
Goodbye, children. Be good.
Can we go now?
He seemed pretty excited to go to the lumber yard.
It's a very popular bar.
This is just fine, ma'am.
It's a
I can
now.
put that old mattress on the floor for the children, and we will be just fine.
Hold it! Don't think your children are going to have special treatment here.
They don't
They're
get
going
to sleep
stay
on a
with the other
mattress on the
children under
floor.
the same rules and regulations.
I'm sorry.
Come, children. Follow me. Another thing.
Oh, she's
You have to
having
get
an
up at
episode.
7, prepare breakfast, feed the children at 8, then clean and wash. Don't forget dinner at 6 so the children will be in bed by 7:30. I don't want to see any children out of their beds. I repeat, no children walking around after 7:30. And you can spend some time with your children after you finish all your chores. But only half an hour and no more.
Any more than that, and we're
The
gonna
other
throw you in
children
a
have to sleep,
hole.
you know.
Don't worry about a thing, ma'am. I will do everything you say.
I don't trust myself with my own will, let alone children.
This is going to be your bedroom. I want you to make sure you have your feet clean. So you
Hello,
have
fresh
no
meat.
clothes on the floor. No fights of any kind. I don't want to hear anybody crying around here. And most of all, no pillow fights. You understand? Because if you think that you're not going to be punished because you have your mother here, you're going to be mighty disappointed.
You know, that was the review on the back of the box. You're going to be mighty disappointed.
More children. That's just what I need.
Now it would be time to find out who was the alpha.
Shun
Shun
them,
them, shun them.
Yeesh, the nitrous kicked in.
No!
Lily sets a cruel trap.
My teddy bear has only one arm. But my mom says Santa will bring a new arm for him at Christmas.
Daddy told us Santa would get us a new mommy for Christmas, too.
It's not sorcery, it's scrubbing bubbles.
Window sponging, that's how you do it.
Oh, phew, she ironed all the dust.
Oh, there you are.
Mommy, come here and see Mrs. Hopewell.
She's really cool, and she gave us a whole case of Jolt Cola, Mommy, a whole case!
Where is she? I can't see her.
Over there, Mommy.
We named the tree
Where?
Mommy, you stupid idiot.
Why are you guys giggling?
Mrs. Hopewell is a tree. That tree. She takes care of us. When I'm scared, I think about her branches like arms holding me.
Is she Pepe the
Then it
Frog?
makes me feel better.
I wish I could read so I could read her a story from this old book that I found. I know she'd like it. I wish she could read stories to me.
Yeah, trees
Someday,
love
Mrs. Hopewell
reading
is going to
stories
bring
from the
us a
processed
mom and
pulp
a dad
remains of their
to
fallen
licorice
brethren.
And us to a happy
I
home.
love it.
Licorice? Now who's Licorice? A dog? I didn't know we had a dog.
Do you have a tumor, Mommy?
Don't say that loud, Mommy. Mrs. Mavilda doesn't like him in here.
Oops. Well, children, if Mrs. Mavilda doesn't want him in here, we shouldn't have him in here.
I knew we should have never shown him to your mother. Adults are always the same.
The only
Always
solution is
believe
passive aggression.
Poor Licorice. You better go outside.
It's cold out there. He's going to catch a cold.
Oh, shut up, you hypochondriac dog.
All right. He can stay. I just have to pretend I don't know anything about you, big fella. But
Like
you
my
need
husband's
just a
other
little
family.
something.
With all the dirt washed off, it was clear that Licorice was actually a large rat.
There you are, boy. Now you're not astray anymore.
Was it wise to give
Look,
him the
Licorice,
Infinity
now
Stone,
the dog
though?
catcher isn't going to bother you anymore. Now we have to do something for Mrs. Hopewell, too.
I've got an idea.
How about a nice
Let's make Mrs. Hopewell
bonfire?
more fun to be around. Help me get that pile of wood around her.
And Mrs. Hopewell wept thick, sappy tears.
Are we seeing her thoughts, or are the kids just in her imagination?
It's gonna pan back and show that she's just been nailing the children together.
Judy!
Well,
Right now! Who built that?
Me and...
Let me tell you something here, girl. You don't have time for that kind of thing.
Should we tell her that her top is on backwards?
Not that nonsense.
But I have finished my work first. I did that on my spare time.
Did you finish washing?
Yes.
Ironing?
Yes.
And what about cleaning?
Yes, the entire house, including the windows and waxing the floor.
Game, set, and match, bitch.
You may go now.
So the day went by, and they spent more
Oh,
time.
Licorice stole the swing.
Oh, nope. The mayor brought the swing back, I guess.
Judy made a picnic lunch out of Mrs. Mavilda and fed it to the children.
Ah, they really are getting along. She seems to be a fine woman.
She fine, but she cray cray.
For the children. The children had never been so happy.
And the Benadryl
Really
keeps them
developed
docile.
A special feeling towards Judy and a relationship of trust and love.
We now return to
Mrs.
Lucy,
Mavilda
portrait of a
continued
serial
receiving
killer.
donations from the mayor. Little did he know that the money was destined to pursuits other than bettering the lives of the children.
Thank you,
I have
Mr.
two
Mayor.
monies
The
this
children and I
time.
thank you from the bottom of our heart.
Mrs. Mavilda, as usual, uses the money for her personal pleasure.
The
Here goes
end.
the children's money again.
Done.
So our story continues. Time goes by.
The children grew old and died.
Then the winter. Then Christmas time arrived.
I spilled coffee on myself.
And here's where they blew the animation budget.
Choosy moms choose toy.
Mrs. Mavilda, I have good news.
Jesus
this year
saves.
I've collected more
Was
money
that all a
for the children's
flashback?
Christmas. I've got enough money here to get the children new clothes. And still some left for their Christmas presents. Here you go, Mrs. Mavilda. Here's the 2 bags. One for the clothes, one for the presents.
Can we get
I'm
more
glad
information
those
on this
poor little
bag-based
things aren't
economy
going to
that you guys
spend
are saying?
another winter in patches and rags. By the way, where's Judy? Oh, Mrs. Kindle. Good that you're here. I just gave Mrs. Mavilda the money there so she can buy new clothes for the children. Something nice for Christmas. I've been noticing that the children have become very fond of you, so I think you'd be the right person for me to ask this favor. Would you
Voiced
mind
by
helping
Stephen
Mrs.
Hawking.
Mavilda pick out some nice clothes for the children?
She always gets
You know what
jorts
they
and
might
hammer
like.
pants.
What do you say?
I'd be more than honored, Mr. Mayor.
Good.
I'd be
I
downright
gotta be going
thrilled.
now.
Yay.
Good day, ladies.
Thanks once again, Mr. Mayor. You have been very kind.
Don't mention it.
I've got to tell the children the good news.
Mama's going all in tonight, full sack.
Frank? Mavilda, do you feel lucky tonight?
Ew. Oh, no, she's talking about the
Good,
cards.
darling,
Okay.
Because we're going to have a game tonight. Come over at 8 o'clock. And don't forget the champagne.
Be
I'll see you
honest,
later,
they
then.
drink Brute, the official sparkling
Soon,
wine of villains.
We're all going to have new clothes. But
We'll burn our
remember,
old clothes
you
and
should thank
sacrifice
Mr.
to
Mayor
Mrs.
for it.
Hopewell.
Oh, maybe if there's some money left over, I can convince Mrs. Mavilda to buy some red velvet. That way I can make some Christmas stockings to hang on the fireplace.
Red velvet for stockings?
Yes, Robot Billy 5000.
Don't you know about Christmas stockings that you hang on the fireplace for Santa Claus to fill? You
Which I
don't.
pretty much just
Which one of you
explained.
knows about Christmas?
I do. I don't.
I know you do, Pappy.
I homeschooled you right.
Christmas, well, let me tell you about it. Christmas is a pretty and happy time of the year. A time when people get together. Friends with friends.
Benefits with
children
benefits.
their parents and grandparents, all together. People go out and buy their Christmas tree.
Christmas tree? What's that? It's a tree that's like Mrs. Hopewell. Like her?
Yes, just like her, but not as tall because we have to place it in the living room. I guess you've never seen a Christmas tree before.
It's kind of like sacks of money.
I'm feeling
A little bit.
tonight.
He's not anybody's grandpa.
The hell?
Maybe he is a grandpa, all right. Santa Claus is everybody's grandpa.
And how
Not
can
the
the sleigh
grandma will
fly?
admit
But
it.
they have special reindeer to pull it, and each one has its own special name.
Yeah, nobody
That's
caught
right,
that.
children. Say, you know Santa lets every good boy and girl make a wish for Christmas.
I wished for a quick, painless death.
Mavilda never told us that.
Well, it's true. But you know you have to make a simple wish because Santa has to make toys and other presents for all the children of the world.
Yes, and he's busy all year. Mommy, can I be the first one to make a Christmas wish?
Sure you can, honey, but think hard before you do.
We don't want a repeat of last year's wish.
Let's have another hand.
I wish my little teddy bear had his other arm.
You dumbass, why didn't you wish for your dad to love you?
Santa can do anything.
I always feel so sorry for him. See, Teddy, Santa is gonna help you. How come you're wishing for that? I want a bike.
Dude, maybe start
I want
smaller,
brand
like
new
a
doll.
crayon
Pink
set.
ribbons in her hair.
Wait a minute, children. You have to settle down. How is Santa going to know which toy to bring to which one of you if you all wish at the same time?
You're right, we'll
Now,
go in shifts.
let's
Billy,
do
you got
this one at a
7:58 to
time.
7:59. Rosie,
You,
7:59 to
Sarah, you
8
go
o'clock.
next.
Ready? Break!
Tell us what you want Santa to bring you.
And winter turned to spring. The children continued their wishes for Santa, not realizing that Christmas had passed 68 days ago.
That's right, Mavilda. Now you're cooking with gas.
Wait,
Now that I
wait,
know
wait. I'm
all
not the
your
only one
wishes,
seeing the card
I'm going
game,
to
am
write
I?
Santa Claus a letter and send it.
To the North Pole.
But first, I'll need a strand of hair from each of you.
What would you call this narrative style?
Oh, no.
It's quite the poker
I can't believe
face.
I lost again.
Well, you beat me.
Well, Helen dear.
Ready to make good on that
What do you
nude
think,
massage?
No!
That was the night the orphanage mysteriously burned to the ground, killing everyone inside. When I wake up in the morning, the alarm. Sorry.
Hangover.
Miss, what's a hangover?
She's here. I'm supposed to go shopping with Judy for some clothes for those orphans. And I lost the money.
I should have called 1-800 bets off.
I don't have to explain anything to her. Come in!
I'm ready, Mrs. Mavilda.
We're not going to go shopping anymore.
What? Why not?
Because I said so.
But Mrs. Mavilda, I don't understand.
Anything.
The
I'm
children
simple.
are waiting for their new clothes. I already told them.
There is nothing for you to understand. Just go back to work.
Wait, she had an expression.
Wait.
Oh, it's gone.
I hear the
Forget
children
it.
playing now. Are they outside? I want to tell you something, and you better listen. I don't want the children playing outside anymore. You better make sure of that.
Because you don't want the mayor to see them without new clothes.
No, the
can
mayor's
you
made the
dare
orphanage
to-
clothing
Oh,
optional.
right. Now you know. And now that you know, you better make sure you don't tell him a thing, or you and your children are out in the cold.
Santa
Now, you
lives
go
at the
get those
North
children
Pole,
back
but
inside.
Mavilda
And
is
don't forget to tell
bipolar.
them the good news about the clothes.
What are you going to do with the money?
The money is gone. Now, just get out of here. You give me a headache.
Nope, that's
Poor
the booze.
little ones. This is going to break their hearts. Children, come here,
They're making a
please.
snowman
All
now.
of
Well, that's a step up from just friending the
Children,
tree.
I know this is going to upset you, but I must tell you something. You know the new clothes we promised you? Well, I'm afraid you're not going to be getting them. I know, but there's nothing I can do about it.
My
I
cold
have
dead eyes
something
are
else to
powerless
say.
to help.
You're not going to be allowed to play outside anymore unless Mrs. Mavilda says so.
The animation was completed entirely using lead paint.
Mrs. Hopewell
The
isn't going to
proletariat will not
understand
stand
that.
for this.
She's going to think we don't like her anymore.
Please, children, don't make it more difficult for me.
I've already
I
had
know
to deal
how
with
you
Mrs.
feel.
Hopewell and pretending
The
I
only thing
don't
can
know you
say
have
is
a
that
dog.
It's not my idea.
I know who's really doing this. It's not Mrs. Kindle. Who? Mrs. Mavilda.
Judy can be really big trouble for me. She's starting to know too much. If
Yeah,
one
this
wrong
is Mrs.
word slips
Mavilda's
out of her
third
mouth,
straight
the
day
mayor
of
will find
ranting in
things
bed.
out. I have to get that woman out of here.
All she needs is a Twitter account.
Changing everything around here. I gotta get rid of her. But how?
What would the Grinch do?
Peter's gonna ask me again. Especially since it's Judy. He's grown fond of her. I know! What if I make that good girl into a bad one? Yeah! I'll make her into a thief, just like I did with the girl that worked with me before.
We'll return to a mental health crisis Christmas
But this
after
time
these
I better
messages.
change it just a little. Let me call Mel for some help with this. Mel, I have a job for you.
What do you want?
Well,
Do you know where I can find 101 Dalmatians?
Well, I gotta do something to get her out of here before it's too late. I told her that you have a package for me. I'm sending her over to pick it up. I know you don't have anything to give.
No,
Don't
that
you
wasn't a dig
understand
at
that it's
your
only a
package,
pretext?
Mel.
Shut up and listen and do as I say. Here's the plan. I want you to place something valuable in her purse while she's in your house picking up the package.
You still have any of that
shouldn't be
Miller
too
High
difficult
Life?
for you with your fast fingers, should it, Mel? Oh, come on, Mel. Now listen carefully. Make a package. I'm going to tell her you'll have one ready to pick up.
Mel.
Anything. Put anything you want inside.
That's what she
We have
said.
to make everything look real so she won't be suspicious.
After that, what should I do?
Mel.
Wait for an hour and then call the police. Right. When you accuse her of stealing, the police will go
Susie
after
Tron
her.
5000
Stop her and
error
search the car.
thought
They'll
not
find
found.
the missing item in her possession, and bingo, they'll arrest her.
The state has
She'll
a
never
3
make it
strikes or
back
4
here.
corners bingo policy.
And the mayor, yes. When he hears that his favorite lady is a thief, well, he'll just flip. She'll
There's
automatically
no
be thrown out
time
of the
for
house.
second takes and seasonal
That
animation.
tree is still going to cause me a lot of trouble.
The kids
As
drew
long as
pictures of
it's
it
there.
and started chanting, "Yes,
Those
we
children
can."
are going to want to be playing out there. Especially with what that woman has built around it. I got to get rid of it also. That's what I'm going to do next. Mel, how soon could you come over and chop this tree down?
Did we miss an episode? Why is this Mel's problem?
We'll see you after Christmas then. Soon I'll have those children back under my roof, just like before. And a warm fire in my room with plenty of new wood.
Would you mind stepping back a bit, please?
Mavilda, old girl, sometimes I don't realize just how brilliant you are.
Poor Mrs. Hopewell.
She's just reverting to her maiden name, Mrs. Sapling.
Zoink, Scoop, she's coming, run!
Solid Snake's got nothing on Susie.
I have to tell Mrs. Kindle.
Here's the address that you have to go to. Look for Mr. Mel Miller. He has everything waiting for you there. Please don't forget to thank him.
Oh, no, I wouldn't. Let me
That's
say
just
goodbye
about
to
the last
children.
thing I do now.
No, there's no time for that. You must go now. Here is your coat and your car keys.
Mrs. Kindle, I need to tell you something.
Not now. She has to go.
Can you tell me when I get back?
No.
I cut the brakes to your car.
She doesn't have the time now. Whatever it is, just tell me.
Yes, tell Mrs. Mavilda. She can help you.
She's just as trustworthy as
Well,
I
I'll
am.
go now. Say goodbye to the little ones for me. See you before Christmas.
Is Mel's house in another country?
What is it that you need to tell?
I forget.
Are you sure?
Raise your hand
Tell
if you're
me.
sure.
Were you up there a while ago?
I forget.
You forgot?
Can't you
Okay.
see I'm trying to tell you I love you?
Go on.
Maybe it's not her sweater, her head's on backwards.
And that's what she said. She's going to do it.
Poor Mommy.
Life's
what
a
are we
bitch.
gonna do, Pappy? Mrs. Kindle's really in trouble, and there's nothing we could do to stop that mean witch.
So, that's what you think of me.
I'll
teach
get
you
you,
how
my
to stay behind
pretties.
doors listening to other people's conversations. Go to bed, right now.
You can't do that to my mother. You can't.
Shut up and do as I say.
But I'm hungry. We didn't have any dinner.
Shut up!
Listen
you just
here,
ate
you
yesterday.
rascals. From now on, things are going to be different around here. You've been spoiled with that woman, but the good times are all over for you. No more Mrs. Kendall here, Mrs. Kendall there.
Is that just the
I don't
name
want
they
to hear
gave
her
their
name around here
e-reader?
anymore. And for you, and you too, I'll make sure you get out of here too. Oh yes, I forgot something. What is the name of your friend out there? Come on, tell me. I want to know your friend's name.
Why do you want to know if you're going to cut Mrs. Hopewell down?
Oh, I see. The little big mouth has already told you.
And the big
I'm
little
putting her
mouth,
down
too.
for firewood.
And the cats in the cradle and the Christmas tree.
The end. Ugh.
Poor Mrs. Hopewell. We can't just stay here without doing something. What can we do? What about your mother? She's also in danger.
Andy, the android is right.
Because I know she can defend herself. But I'm really worried about Mrs. Hopewell because she hasn't got a chance with Mrs. Mavilda.
That's right. What about the mayor?
He could do something, but how can we get to him? The phone is in Mrs. Mavilda's bedroom.
Somebody has to walk to the mayor's office.
It's time we
Lily's
torch
right.
the
At City
place.
Hall. Someone has to go there.
But who?
You, Pappy?
You're Aryan, the Gestapo won't even touch you.
Because you're the only one that knows where his office is. Remember when you came here with your parents? You guys came from there.
I guess you're right.
Lieutenant
Let
Data.
me go out then. How am I gonna get out of here without Mrs. Mavilda seeing me?
Out the window, of course.
The window? Wait a minute. If Licorice is here, it's because he's hungry.
Maybe we
At
can
the
feed
same
Mrs.
time, he
Mavilda
usually
to him.
taps this window. That means it's 9 o'clock. If it's that late, the mayor has already gone home.
Flawless
And he won't be
dog
back
hunger
until
based
after
chronology.
Christmas.
Do you know where his house is?
No, I've never been there.
So stop asking me about it.
He lived way far in the country.
We're never going to get home.
I know what's going to happen. Mrs. Kindle is going to be fired. She's going to go away and take Pappy and Lily with her.
You mean we're never going to see them again?
God
right.
damn us,
We're never
everyone.
gonna see them again. We're gonna be all alone with Mrs. Mavilda.
And Mrs. Hopewell is going to get cut down. She's going to become firewood.
It's going to be a pretty lonely Christmas.
It's gonna be a bloodbath.
I wish that my Christmas wish could be changed. Santa, if you are listening, I want to change my wish.
That's against my return policy, little girl.
Teddy bear. Santa, I wish somehow you could say Mrs. Hopewell. What are you doing? I'm changing my Christmas wish.
Instead of a teddy bear arm, I want tree protection. My mom can defend herself.
Nobody's gonna hear you. Miracles don't happen.
They do too when you wish them. Nope, with Mrs. Mavilda in charge. Mrs. Hopewell doesn't have a chance.
He's a sandbox is half empty kind of
Mom
kid.
said when you really, really wish hard, your wish can come true. She says to look up in the stars because they are the messengers of Christmas wishes.
Is that true? Can I change my wish too? Yeah. Santa, you know that bike I wished for?
Oh, great.
You can take it back.
In fact, you can shove it for all I care.
What I need is a wish to save Mrs. Hopewell.
I want my wish the same too. I think it's too late for our wishes to be changed.
Their debate lasted well into the
Make it on
spring.
time? Yes, it's no use. Wait a minute. What if one of us goes to him? But where are we and where is his house? Look here in my book. It shows that we're not far from his house. We can do it.
They live on decapitated Bear Island.
Right here at the North Pole. But I don't know where the North Pole is. Do you?
I don't.
I don't either.
Neither do I.
He knows where the North Pole is.
It's part of Licorice's territory.
See that sled out there? We can attach a rope to Licorice to pull it. Then we just let him go and he'll take us to the North Pole himself.
It's
With such an ingenious plan, how can we possibly
She's gonna
fail?
catch us out of bed.
Pappy, you gotta go now.
What? Go where?
To get help from Santa Claus.
Why me?
Why? No time for questions.
A phrase often heard in the making of this special.
Licorice is still here.
Quick, Licorice, under the bed.
But if he's there, who's outside pulling the sled?
I could almost swear I heard that dog barking here.
No, Mrs. Mavilda,
if I
it was
catch
just
that dog in
Susie.
here,
She has croup.
These kids will be really sorry.
Come on, old pal.
Soon you're gonna be
Okay,
chasing
I'm
rabbits in
ready.
heaven.
I got some blankets for me and Licorice. Let's go, boy. Good luck, Pappy.
And be careful.
Goodbye.
And so Pappy and Licorice set off into Yukon territory. It would be years before they were finally recovered by their frozen corpses only a mile from the orphanage.
We got a bad accident here, ma'am. You're not going to be able to get through.
But I must get through. I have.
I'm sorry, but you got to turn around and go back. Merry Christmas, ma'am.
Dang
Merry
movie plot,
Christmas.
ruining Mrs. Mavilda's plan.
Whoa there, Speedy. Where's the fire? Hey.
Man, I guess they really did live far away.
Who's that? Who's in there? You?
It's me, Pappy.
Did you really think I was gonna let you escape the hell house all alone?
We can look after each other.
They stole that line from Flowers in the Attic.
And besides, I brought the food.
I brought the food.
How did you get that?
I just went to the kitchen.
And Mrs. Mavilda didn't catch you?
Not when you go through the window.
And hit her over the head with an iron
Mrs. Mavilda's gonna find out.
skillet.
When there's more than one kid gone, it's harder to hide it.
I'm sorry, Pappy. I couldn't let my brother come alone.
She suddenly looks so
I
tired.
guess you're right. It's better being with someone when it's a long way. Let's go, Licorice.
And so the three headed off into the wilderness, not knowing that their mother was less than 20 feet away.
that's the mountain from the Paramount logo. Think I can get an autograph?
Actually, your coming along was a good idea.
That way, if I run out of food, I can go Dahmer party on you.
Look, Lily, look at that sign.
She can't read, you dumbass.
I guess we're on the right track, Pappy.
Blue!
Let's
Look
go.
for the bare necessities.
Oh no, Miss Mavelda turned into a bear and found them.
Come back here, children.
Run, Licorice, run!
Run, Forrest, run!
Lucy's a dead shot with a picnic basket. Nice shot.
A picnic basket. Zoinks!
Lily, what are we gonna do?
Wait, Licorice has brakes?
And what did they crash into exactly?
The sky turned red as the beast raised its awful head.
Oh, sorry guys, I thought you were tax collectors.
Bad idea, Licorice.
Help me, Pappy.
And that's why Lily's only good for making
Lily,
sandwiches.
Quick, take my hand.
Aww. I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you!
Strategic hat placement.
The sweet embrace of death! Sound effects really add to the drama.
This is all a fever dream, I guess.
Lily, Lily, Lily,
Ricola!
Lily, Lily, Lily. Lily's gone, Licorice.
It's
She's
okay,
gone.
Pappy. She's in a better place where it's warm all the time.
I can't find her. Oh, Licorice, what should we do? Lily, Lily, where are you? Where'd you go?
I'm here! I'm here! With Santa! With Santa!
2 weeks later, and finally Mrs. Kindle has returned.
Oh, it's so good to be back home. I missed you all so much. Where's Lily and Pappy?
We thought they were with you.
What's the matter? Are you hiding something?
Pappy and Lily aren't here.
Where are they?
Lily, Pappy, and Licorice went to the North Pole. They have to find Santa Claus before he leaves for Christmas.
He has to help us save Mrs. Hopewell.
I don't understand.
Which
Mrs.
one of you
Mavilda
morons
wants to
thought
cut
that was a
down
good
Mrs.
idea?
Be careful, Mrs. Kindle. Mrs. Mavilda's planning something mean to get you out of here.
Wait, you sacrificed my kids to save a stupid tree?
I must talk to Mrs. Mavilda.
Mrs. Mavilda is furious.
Still? The last time we saw her on screen was like 3 days ago.
You were the responsible one for all of this. If you hadn't put so much junk into their minds, they wouldn't be causing me trouble.
Help me find them, please.
Help you? How can you dare ask me for help?
Haven't I made it clear that I'm an
If I know
evil
about this,
person?
I'm really in trouble. He's gonna blame me and I'm gonna lose my job. You have caused enough trouble. I'm sick and tired of your children and that tree. Pack your things right now. You're fired. I don't want to see
From
your
her
face another
volunteer
minute.
job? Okay.
Hello, Frank? Do you still have that electric chainsaw of yours?
How many friends does this bitch have? I thought Ned was gonna chop down the tree.
I know it's Christmas Eve, but I will pay you really well.
I'm out of money, but I can
Good.
make it
I'll
worth
see you
your
later.
while.
These children are gonna have their best Christmas present yet.
Teddy, are you singing? Where are my dead kids?
Oh, Teddy, it'll be alright.
Oh no! Oh, the kids are dead and haunting their mother. Oh.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
Get back into that house at once, or I'll thrash you one by one.
Please, mister, don't cut Mrs. Hopewell.
I'm sorry, children, but I have to do this job.
We can't all live the cushy life like y'all.
Come on, Frank, hurry up.
That does it.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Come, children.
What do you think you're doing?
Nobody cuts Mrs. Hopewell until we talk to the mayor.
Get away from that tree, right now. Frank, turn on that machine and do the job.
But they're surrounding the tree.
The chainsaw cuts through bone, doesn't it?
Those fools will move away. Show them the saw.
Whatever you say, ma'am.
Look at my saw.
Meaning of this.
Oh,
He got a
Mr.
call from the
Mayor,
neighbors about the
we're
noise.
So glad to see you. You couldn't have come at a better time.
Oh, the mayor.
Except for
Turn that
before
thing
my
off.
kids
I
wandered
didn't
off
hear
by
a thing.
themselves.
I just want you to know that this wasn't my idea, Mr. Mayor.
What are you talking about? Can someone explain to me why all of you are out in the middle of this snow on Christmas Eve?
Mommy!
Wow, all of the townspeople have come to see the chainsawing of the
But
children.
where's Lily? Where is she?
She's gone, Mommy.
I think she was
God, what do you
abducted
mean?
by aliens, Bobby.
You got my money, girl?
Tell me, son, what happened to Lily?
Oh, that's the dad.
Fell
Just
from a
in
cliff,
time.
Daddy, all the way down, and I couldn't find her anymore.
My baby.
James, hurry! Tell the sheriff to get a rescue party going right away.
Mr.
We
Mayor,
must
played
find
by
the
Charlotte
little
Ray,
girl.
apparently.
Tell me, child, why did you do a crazy thing like that?
I'm sorry, Mr. Mayor, but we had to do something.
And the kid with the
before Mrs.
ponytail
Mavilda
thought
cut
this was
down
the
Mrs.
best
Hopewell.
idea.
She's gonna have Mrs. Mavilda so mean.
Wait a second, one at a time. Why don't you explain all this to me, Mrs. Kindle?
Well, Mrs. Hopewell is this pine tree.
And once every
Trees
7
become
years, she
important
comes
for
to
the
life
children.
and grants the wish of
You
one
know, Mr. Mayor,
human.
the children felt very lonely without a grown-up around to give them love and guide them through their difficult times. That's why they created an imaginary friend.
The moral of the
tree Mrs.
story is,
Hopewell
if you
someone
see
they can
something,
talk
say
to.
something.
Someone who was always there to listen. When the children discovered that Mrs. Mavilda was going to cut down their friend, why, they had to think of something. Mrs. Hopewell is everything to them. Their playground, their companion.
Wait
Their
a
religion.
minute, hold it. What happened with the money that I've been donating?
Don't they like playing with that?
Buy toys for them. Look at them. They look like they haven't had new clothes in years.
Not to mention that they smell, and I think one has a mouse living in her hair.
Mrs. Mavilda is the only one that can explain it to you.
Where is she?
She's barricaded herself in the house, started lighting the furniture on fire.
Wherever you are, I want you in my office first thing tomorrow. You have a lot to explain to me. You'd better be there.
He's just assuming she's in hearing distance?
Not to cut Mrs. Hopewell.
Or your
Don't worry
crotch
about
gets it.
that, little one. Your tree, Mrs. Hopewell is going to be all right.
That's what you think, children.
Seize that woman.
Stand back, you fool.
Oh no!
She's on the bath salts again.
What happened?
Took the words out of my mouth, officer.
Mrs. Hopewell is a witch! Burn her!
Let's see who fell for my trap.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
A little PCP will make it all better.
I hate this movie.
Santa's been teaching me about what feels good.
Oh.
I missed all of you, Mommy.
He missed you too.
Look! Teddy's got a new arm.
That's the least miraculous thing so far.
That Santa's a creeper.
Look, Santa's leaving.
Peace be with you all.
Wonderful.
Santa's a frickin' sorcerer.
Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
But who's been eating the cookies I leave out every year?
Attention, everybody! This tree here, I declare it part of city property.
The mayor says that he's declared the Christmas tree city property. Nice gesture or hint of power gone to his head.
I mean Mrs. Hopewell, our official city Christmas tree. And you, Judy, I offer you the job of being in charge of the orphanage. That is, if you care to accept.
Does it still come with bags of money?
Mr. Bear, I would be more than honored.
Wait a minute. You can't take this job.
I know I've been absent the past few months, but I am the man, so it's me who decides.
9 children? But Ray, we only have 2 children. Do you mean that?
You mean I get 7 more children to take care of for Christmas? That's freaking great.
A father and a mother.
Oh,
No,
Ray,
it's awesome.
I'm the happiest person
I mean,
in the
they'll
world.
only see their father on Christmas and Easter, but it's better than nothing, right?
Please come with us. Let's have a good Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Well, I guess this town is going to have the best Christmas ever.
And the people of Knobnoster
That's
take
safe.
offense to that.
The other children have themselves a mom and a dad.
Sort of.
Ray and Judy got themselves the job of running the orphanage for all children to come. The mayor got his town decorated.
If you know what I
Mrs.
mean.
Mavilda, well, Mrs. Mavilda
Contracted
she's
AIDS
going
and
to be all
died.
right. From what I've heard, she went back to work in the orphanage as Judy's assistant.
Oh, the nitrous
Well,
is
don't
kicking
worry
in
about
nicely.
Mrs. Mavilda. She's good now. She learned that you always win when you are good.
They all float
Merry
down
Christmas,
here.
everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks a lot. That is the Christmas tree. Thanks so much for coming out. You survived it. Like I said before, we'll be back January 10th with The Wizard. Thanks. Take care of your waitress. Good night.